Okay, now on to day 2, we have a little bit different types of equations today. First thing I see is I have cosine on both sides, so I am going to combine them together. I'm going to subtract cosine theta to both sides. So this is negative 2 cosine theta. Now divide by negative 2, so I have negative 1/2 equals cosine theta. Now I inverse both sides, so arc sine of cosine negative 1/2 is what theta is. So cosine is negative in quadrant 2 and 3, so I have 2 pi over 3 and 4 pi over 3, and those are our solutions. Okay, I did need to make note that today we are solving from 0 to 2 pi on all the equations. Okay, so for this next one, it's a tan. So, so theta is equal to the arc sine of root 3. So this gives me in the quadrants pi over 3 and 4 pi over 3, since they're telling us to find everything in the whole unit circle for tan also. So that is the difference, and there's my solutions. So again, I have sine on both sides, so I'm going to combine them. I am going to subtract 3 sine theta from both sides. And that gives me 1 equals negative 2 sine theta. Divide by that negative 2 and get negative 1/2. So now I am going to take the inverse of both sides. So theta is equal to negative 1/2. When sine is negative, that's quadrant 3 and quadrant 4. So theta is equal to 7 pi over 6 and 11 pi over 6. And there's those solutions. Okay, so this one, I'm going to factor it. I can sub in x to be cosine theta. So 4x squared minus 1 factors into 2x plus 1, 2x minus 1. So now I can go and sub cosine back in and get 2 cosine theta plus 1 and 2 cosine theta minus 1. So I'm going to subtract the 1, divide by the 2, inverse both sides. So when is cosine negative? That is in quadrant 2 and quadrant 3. So cosine negative 1/2 is at 2 pi over 3 and at 4 pi over 3. Now the other one, I'm going to add 1. So cosine theta equals, 2 cosine theta equals 1. Divide by the 2, and I get 1/2. Inverse both sides. And now, when is cosine positive? That would be quadrant 1 and quadrant 4. And that would be at pi over 3 and at 5 pi over 3. So those are my 4 solutions. Okay, so now I've got a cosecant. So do things a little bit different. I am going to exchange that cosine, that cosecant for 1 over sine theta. So the first thing we're going to do is get rid of that addition, and we're going to add that 2. So root 3 times 1 over sine theta equals 2. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move that sine, multiply by that reciprocal of sine theta to both sides. And that is how we get rid of this here. So now I have root 3 equals 2 sine theta. Now I'm going to divide by 2, so root 3 divided by 2 is sine theta. Inverse both sides. So when sine is negative, I'm in quadrant 3 and quadrant 4. So that would be at, it's not negative. That would be in quadrant 1 and quadrant 1 and quadrant 2. Sorry about that. And 2 pi over 3. And those are my solutions. I got a little crazy there for a minute. Okay, this one has secant, which would be cosine. So I'm going to rewrite this as 3 times 1 over cosine squared theta minus 4. I'm going to add that 4. I'm going to now multiply by cosine squared theta to both sides. So now I get 4 cosine squared theta. Now divide by that 4, so 4 equals cosine squared theta. Now I've got to square root both sides. I see my denominator is a perfect square. Don't forget our plus or minus. So this becomes plus or minus root 3 over 2 is cosine theta. So now I've got two solutions here. Inverse cosine of positive root 3 over 2 is what theta is. And cosine negative 1 negative root 3 over 2 is theta. So when I have the positive root 3 over 2, that is going to be at pi over 6 and 11. Oops, did it again. 11 pi over 6. And when cosine is negative, root 3 over 2, that's going to be at 5 pi over 6 and at 7 pi over 6. So there are my 4 solutions. Oops, what happened there? Sorry, guys. Okay, I've got cotangent, so we're going to rewrite it. We have 3, 1 over tan squared theta. I'm going to go ahead and move that 1 over there. Now I'm going to multiply by tan squared theta to both sides. 1 times tan squared theta is tan squared theta. So now, when I square root both sides, I've got 2 answers. So theta is going to equal to the inverse of tan to positive root 3, and theta is going to equal to the inverse of tan of negative root 3. So when tan is positive root 3, I've got pi over 3, which is in quadrant 1, and 4 pi over 3, which is in quadrant 3. And when tan is negative, I'm in quadrant 2 and 4, so negative root 3 would be at 2 pi over 3 and at 5 pi over 3. So there are my 4 solutions. Okay, so now I see that I have a value in front of theta. I'm going to do things a little bit different, but not hard. First thing we're going to do is divide by that 2 and get sine 2 theta equals 1/2. Well, I know that sine theta of 1/2 I can solve. So I know that theta is the inverse of 1/2. So theta of just a single theta, this is at pi over 6 and at 5 pi over 6. So now I've got 2 theta equals pi over 6 and 2 theta equals 5 pi over 6. I'm just going to multiply by the reciprocal of 1/2. So theta is pi over 12. Same thing here, multiply by 1/2. And theta equals to 5 pi over 12. So that's how we get those solutions, is we get what it is for a single, then solve it for whatever coefficient is in front of that theta. Okay, I've got a coefficient of 3 in front of this tan. So the first thing I'm going to do is solve for tan theta equals root 3. So theta equals the inverse of root 3. And so theta here for tan is at pi over 3 and at 4 pi over 3. So now I come back and I do 3 theta is equal to pi over 3, and 3 times theta is equal to 4 pi over 3. Multiply by that reciprocal. So theta equals pi over 9, and multiply by the reciprocal. And theta is equal to 4 pi over 9. And there are our solutions. Okay, so I've got 2 already factored. So I am going to make this, set each of these theta equals 0, and tan theta minus 1 equals 0. So the first thing of tan theta equals 0. When is tan 0? Tan is 0 at 0 and at pi. And then here I do tan theta equals 1. And when is tan 1? And that's at pi over 4 and 5 pi over 4. So now I know that I've got to sub back in 3 theta equals 0. So theta equals 0. And 3 theta equals pi. So theta equals pi over 3. So I've got the solutions here of 0, pi over 3, pi over 4, and 5 pi over 4. Okay, so now on this one, I've got cosine 2 theta and 2 cosine theta plus 1. So the first thing I'm going to find out is cosine theta equals 0. And when is cosine 0? That is at pi over 2 and 3 pi over 2. So 2 theta equals pi over 2. Multiply by 1/2, so theta is pi over 4. And 2 theta, is 3 pi over 2. And so multiply by that reciprocal, and it's 3 pi over 4. So there are 2 solutions here. Now here I'm going to add the 1. So I have 2 cosine theta equals 1. Divide by the 2, so cosine theta equals 1/2. So when is theta 1/2? When is cosine 1/2? That's at 2 pi over 3 and at 4 pi over 3. So there are my other solutions. Okay, so now we set each of these equal to 0. Oh, I did it again. So I've got sine theta equals 0 and sine theta plus 1 equals 0. So when is sine 0? So sine is 0 at 0 and at pi. Remember, that's the y. Now I'm going to subtract the 1. And sine is negative 1 at 3 pi over 2 at the bottom. So there are our solutions. Okay, this one has sine and cosine on opposite sides. So I'm going to first combine my numbers. and I get sine theta equals cosine theta. I'm going to divide both sides by cosine theta. So cosine divided by cosine is 1. Sine divided by cosine is tangent. And when is tan 1? Tan is 1 at pi over 4, which is in quadrant 1, and at 5 pi over 4, which is in quadrant 3. Okay, this one's factorable, so I'm going to rewrite it where we subbed that cosine theta is equal to x. So 2x squared plus x minus 1. I'm going to split the middle. The factors of 2 that add to 1 or subtract to 1 are 2 and negative 1. So 2x squared plus 2x minus x minus 1. I'm now going to split that middle and factor by grouping. This has a 2x in common, leaves me x plus 1. Factor out that negative 1, x plus 1. So now I'm going to sub back in at 2 cosine theta minus 1 equals 0, and cosine theta plus 1 equals 0. So here I'm going to add the 1, divide by the 2, and so when is cosine 1/2? Cosine is 1/2 at pi over 3 and at 5 pi over 3. Here I'm going to subtract the 1, and when is cosine at negative 1, that's at pi. So those are my solutions.